Good evening, welcome to Gino TV 99, Visitor Network TV here. Dick Herman, Paula Maloney joining me to call today's girls soccer match. Gino gang on camera, and before we get started, I'd like to mention all our fine sponsors will bring you the Whalers fall season. Axe Screen and Window Repair, At a Glance Window Treatments, BPC Architect, Brock Insurance, Congdon & Coleman Insurance, Cowboys Meat Market and Deli, David Goodman Tiling, Don Allen Auto Center, Downy Flake Restaurant, Fairgrounds Restaurant, TA Nelson Construction, Harborview Oil Corporation, Humphreys Electric, Stovart Engineering, The Inquiring Mirror, Island Carpets, Island Lumber, Island Pharmacy, Hingham Savings Bank, Island Variety, Joe Rapaki CPA, Cam Appliance, Killen Real Estate, Lindsay Incorporated, Matticat Marine, Martin Bork Painting, Nantucket Airlines, Nantucket Booster Club, Nantucket Civic League, Nantucket Electric, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, Santos Rubbish Removal, Nantucket Insurance, and the Seagrow. We thank all these fine sponsors for bringing you. And here's the opening face-off here. And the thing went blank on me there. Okay, we're underway here. Paula's down here getting some last-minute information. How are you doing today, Paula?
I'm doing well, Dick. How are you?
Good.
Today we're going against Cape Cod Academy. I was just talking to the girls to find out if anyone is down or injured. Kate Daniels is back in strong form. She scored the lone goal, which was a 2-1 game, which I went to under the lights last week against Sandwich. What a crisp, clean team Sandwich has. But, you know, for them to score, I was pretty impressed because they were clearly outnumbered by the Sandwich girls.
Yeah, Sandwich is a much bigger school, so for Nantucket to stay in the game like that, and, you know, I read the write-up in the paper. They were down 2-0 at halftime, and they outplayed them the second half, but came up short, losing 2-1.
Absolutely, and I was just talking to the girls. You know, the JV team. You know, we failed to recognize them on the air, and I was talking to Blake Lazarus and Grace Bartlett, Victoria Wilson, a lot of these kids, you know, that are going to be the future of this team. They said they had a game yesterday. I asked what the score was, and they said you don't want to know. So I'm taking that as they lost.
Well, it's good that they got a game because they don't have an official JV team because of the numbers, but it's good that they can get them a game like that there. And, you know, getting thrown in against an established team, it's difficult. But Nantucket 6-1 in the league, so they have to win again here today to stay in
Stay in the hunt for Red October, so to speak.
Right.
Now they're looking at going to the playoffs, so correct? I mean, clearly.
Oh yeah, they're a team that'll get to the playoffs, but they would like to get the league title. Like I say, proportions this first half is brought to you by Cowboys. You should order your Plainfield turkeys today, fresh, never frozen, humanly raised and vegetarian fed, from 12 to 22 pounds. Plainfield turkeys from Cowboys have a Thanksgiving tradition for 9 years. Also sides available like homemade gravy, stuffing, and classic mac and cheese. I'm getting hungry reading this. Only available by advance order for pickup Thanksgiving week. Menu available on our website, our Facebook page, or on the front door. You can email or fax it to us. Give them a call or email us today, 228-8766. Cowboys, Plainville Turkeys.
Sounds yummy. Right now we're watching the varsity Whaler team on the field. We've got Lauren Wilson. When I walked down, I told her to score a goal. Today we're looking at Nora McClellan, Claire McKay, Isabella Day. It's becoming so routine and almost rote-like, Dick, with these players. We've had such a great season following them. Mia Silverio, Frances Stedman, Lizzie Thayer, Shelley Colpitz, one of my favorites, and Zeta Wilson in the goal. And it's a cold day. You promised me nice weather. What's up with this?
Well, we had to give you the last little taste of a fridge here because you're heading south to the big Clemson game. Hold those Tigers.
Hold those Tigers.
No, go those Tigers.
Go Tigers. But did you know that Saturday night, you might be sitting with a little bit of history here. Don't get too excited. The Guinness Book of World Records is on the line, and we are going to be part of the world's, the largest noise being generated in a collegiate football stadium Saturday night. So Clemson's hoping to break the Guinness Book of World Records Saturday night.
How is that established?
I think you have to just scream. I don't know.
But
it must come up to
how do they measure it?
Well, they must have decibels on some system that they measure.
They got a machine.
A machine.
Guinness, huh? I mean, I think if you give everybody a Guinness, there'll be a lot of yelling going on.
I might have one or two before the game. I haven't ruled that out, obviously. I'm going to be vacationing. But So yeah, isn't that a little interesting
That
they're
is
going?
interesting.
So stay tuned and stay away from your TV station if you
I'll turn my volume down because
turn your volume down.
I don't want to hurt my eardrums. Here comes a corner for. Oh,
yes!
What a play!
Wow, I got my wish. I said to her right before the game, Lauren Wilson scored for me.
Wilson, what a shot there! It came right in, and she had the floor up. That big goal brought to us by Albert G. Brock Insurance wants to wish each and every student the very best year. Brock Insurance is here to provide you with all your insurance needs. Up and coming kickoff brought to us by Don Allen Ford. New and used vehicles on sale with Don Allen Ford.
That's unbelievable. When I walked out on the field, I was walking through the kids as they were warming up, and I said to Lauren, I want to see a goal out of you today. You're ready. And unbelievable.
You have the magic, Paul.
Well, you know what? You watch
spills
these kids.
over onto these kids.
You know what? You're sitting next to one of the 20,000 participants in the Guinness Book of World Records volume competition. Need I remind you, Dick? So it's all good.
Are they gonna? If this record gets broken, can I look it up and see your name listed there as a participant?
Out of the 20,000 people at Death Valley? I don't, probably not.
Oh, there's gonna be more than 20,000 people there.
Yeah, how many do they?
Well, you know, they hold probably close to 80,000.
Well, I know on game day the town swells to 90,000 people, so we'll find out. Of course you'll see my name there. No, I don't know. Right now we want to give credit where credit's due. That was a beautiful setup by Norma McClellan with that corner kick that Dick called. And Lauren Wilson, just nailed it. That was absolutely brilliant. Nice goal. You know, I'm not certain where Cape Cod Academy's record is at, Dick. Do you have that information? Are they a 500 team, or I'm not certain where the record's at.
This is a good club. It's a good club.
Break the line.
So this is a good game for Nantucket, and we're looking at next Wednesday night covering the game under the lights.
Supposed to be an under the light game against Sturgis too.
Good. Relax.
Nice hustle by Norma McClellan. Back to Lauren Wilson.
What's your record, Coach?
8-2-1.
Kate Daniels getting it up.
8-2-1. So this is a good team. 8-2-1. So Nantucket was very fortunate to get that quick goal here, going against a good, solid Cape Cod team.
Well, this is going to be a tight game then, I predict, because they look pretty well matched up. And 8-2-1. Is that what you said, Dick?
8-2-1. The coach just told me. Yes.
What's our record, Dick?
We're 8-5, 6-1 in the league.
6-1, yeah.
6-1 in the league.
Right now, Kate Daniels, great to have her back in. She was injured for a few games there.
One thing
nice stop by Lizzie Thayer.
One thing which the girls soccer team does is schedule tough non-league games, like you were talking about Sandwich the other night. And
nice hustle. Norma McClellan trying to bring it up.
Oh. No bounce.
Yeah, they need to be scheduled against, a top-tier team or somebody that's going to just push them up another notch, bring it up another level on the field, on their game. And Jorge's done a great job of that this season, Dick.
Well, you can see the difference Kate Daniels makes. It's the first time I've seen her play since she's been back in the middle there.
Yeah.
She.
Well, for her to be able to penetrate and score a goal against that Sandwich team, I feel bad. I only stayed for half the game. It was so bloody cold on the football field.
She has four goals though in the 3 games back.
Wow, so. She's fantastic on the field.
Well, you should have went up into the. Should have went up into the Whalers booth up there.
I know. It wasn't the same without you. I was feeling lonely.
The electric heat was on, and
felt like a fish out of water. Ms. Silverio's back in the game. She had a beautiful goal, if you recall, Dick. I think it was the game-winning goal from the last game we covered a couple weeks ago.
Yes. We've got you covered in town and out of town. Nantucket Island Pharmacies. In town, 45 Main Street. Out of town, 122 Pleasant Street. Both pharmacies offer you prescriptions, nutritions, beauty products, health aid, qualified and eligible staffs at Nantucket Island Pharmacies.
Shelley Colpitts, we're going to miss her next season on the soccer field. She's just going to drill this. Knows where to drop it, looking for Isabella Day, Claire McKay up there. As we've talked about in the past, Dick, normally we see Nantucket scoring in the second half. So for them to score early on, let's hopefully take that as a good sign.
That was probably the quickest I've seen the girls score in a long time, opening up a game, yes.
Yeah, I would say probably all season that we've covered. I don't think we've seen that.
I mean, you go back a couple of years. It's this year especially how they start very slow.
Nice job by Lizzie Thayer.
I think part of that was losing, you know, the Alexa from last year and Sabrina from the year before, where they could count on them to always keep pressure on the offensive end of the field.
Absolutely. Yes, Sabrina Dawson, she's at Endicott College. Alexa Crosby's playing for UVM, the Catamounts. I haven't had a chance. I don't know if you have to find out.
No, I
how
haven't
she's
found
doing.
out. I haven't found out anything about how she's doing.
That's D1, yeah.
Yeah.
UVM. How about those blankety blank?
Red Sox, Patriots, fill in anything.
Oh, the Patriots! My God, I pulled out the cartwheels at my friend's house. I was doing cartwheels in the living room.
How about last Sunday? Comeback Sunday, is that with us?
Oh my God!
Did you ever expect to see two comebacks like that in your whole life, and you see them within 3 hours of each
No,
other?
but I was with my friends, and I was calling them the Debbie Downers. Remember from Saturday Night Live? Because they're like, "Oh, Josh McDaniels, he's a horrible QB coach." And I said we had an intervention, and we decided to rub Henry Farrell's head like it was a little Buddha monk. We had him in the middle of the room, and that was the difference.
Ooh, good shot there as Cape Cod comes and puts a little bit of pressure on the Whalers. Nantucket Airlines, we're all about the islands. Call now for reservations, 228-6234. But you know, the last 2 minutes of that game, the Patriots, you know, gave it up and downs, and then the interception, and New Orleans was just celebrating on the sidelines. You know, and I'm saying to myself,
it's New Orleans.
Don't celebrate yet. It's not Mardi Gras time.
Who dat? Who dat? Well, you know, I had to call one of the relatives down there and rub it in.
You have some New Orleans fans, relatives
Well,
down
the Maloney's are down in New Orleans, some of whom I keep in touch with still. So yeah, I called one of them, and I think they thought they had that one in the bag, but even I was surprised. But you know, everybody was dogging Brady, but 36. I mean, his visual, his perception on the field, and he was just remarkable. He was a machine in that final 2 minutes, and I could not stop jumping up and down. I was so excited that game, and we owe it all to Henry Farrell.
Henry Farrell. Thank you, Henry.
And then on to the Red Sox. Oh,
Again.
bottom of the eighth.
And the Red Sox game just started out and proceeded so slow.
Do you notice these dark circles under my eyes, Dick? It's because it's the Red Sox season.
Red Sox season. Not getting enough sleep, huh?
Nobody is. Even my mother, who's 78, she stays up for the entire game. She loves it.
Well, tonight's a big one.
Tonight is going to be,
I think, a 2 out of 3, and whoever wins tonight is certainly in the driver's seat.
Back to the game. Kate Daniels making a nice cross up to Nora McClellan. I almost forgot we were at a soccer game. We started chatting there. Nora working her magic out there. She's had how many goals to date this season, Dick?
I don't know a total, but you know, you talk about forgetting we're at a soccer game and talking. So many times when I'm talking to people and they see a game, they don't say, "Oh, that was a great goal." They say, "Oh, when you and Paula were talking, or when you and Dennis were talking," you know, that's what they remember about it. So it's kind of comical.
I'm taking that as a compliment.
It is a compliment. It is a compliment. Yes.
Too funny. Right now, Maya Kodalak bringing it up to our girl Isabella Day. We saw her score in the last game. Each participant on this team, Dick, really has been playing just some top-notch soccer. Today's the day. They got to turn it up.
I don't know what the goalie did there.
Huge
She
play.
made a major mistake there, and she lucky to get out of it, boy.
But you know what? Lizzie Thayer just saved the game. That came off of her left foot. Really smart on her part, paying attention to what's going on in that sweeper position, and covered the goal. Nice job.
Now Wilson got way out there. Was it that she couldn't toss the ball that far out? Was that it?
Yeah, that's what I don't know.
She seemed to back off.
Yeah.
Maybe it got across that line there.
This is kind of a team that you don't want to be coming out of the net terribly far. They are just too in your face. Let's go, Nora.
Oh, nice rush there by Nora. Island Variety, Halloween's around the corner. Get your Halloween costumes, cards, candy at Island Variety, 5 Freedom Square.
With 27:05 on the clock, and this is the first dismal or abysmal day we've had. Normally it's just absolutely beautiful, Dick.
Well, the
you promised me good weather.
Well, you're complaining about the temperature, but the temperature is actually up a bit. You talked about freezing at the game last week. It is pretty good.
No, it was cold at that game.
We didn't get the 70s that
Nice
some
hustle.
places around Massachusetts got today, but it is a little bit warmer here.
Nippy.
than before.
Great hustle by Zeta Wilson. You know, real quickly, just getting back to that football field. I don't know if it's I just don't spend much time down there, but there is a crosswind, if you will.
Oh, that was, yeah.
It was bitingly cold, and it was, 6:30 at night. But I was underdressed. I wish
certainly at night it's a lot chillier, right? And there is a breeze down there. Well, see, all the time that I'm down there for the games, well,
you're in the booth.
After I got out of coaching was being in the booth, so
I guess you don't notice
it
as much.
Out in the field.
Oh, it was cold.
And when you're coaching, you just forget about any of the elements.
Kate Daniels trying to bring it up. Nice kick, Lizzie Fairs. I'm going to give her a Tommy point. I like what I see in her today, and that was a well-placed kick up to Kate Daniels.
Maddock Marine, full-service marine, over 40 years of service. Get your boat stored for the winter. Give Maddock Marine a call, 228-1163.
Lauren Wilson with the throw-in up to Kate Daniels. I want to recognize the fact, too, that I think the Nantucket athletes raised, was it over $30,000 in the Mahler Lamb Fund?
Yeah, last weekend was Pink Weekend. And
yep, they were wearing their pink and the cleats. I loved it.
Yeah, all teams participated. All teams helped fundraise, and I don't know what the exact number is, but it was a phenomenal
I think it was something
figure.
like 33,000.
Who asked Mr. Maury? Mr. Maury, Chris, do you know the total on the pink money raised?
I know that it was just over 15,000.
15,000, Chris Murray told us.
I thought it was over 30, but maybe I'm wrong.
15,000 we're being told, so that was a great thing that was raised for the Mahler Lamb during Pink Weekend.
Awesome. Well, let's try to get the exact number on that. Maybe at halftime I can Google that and find out. But I thought I saw that it was over $30,000. Let's hoping I'm correct.
Yes, that would be good.
24-42. Cape Cod Academy.
Cape Cod Academy, Nantucket's holding a 1-0 lead, scoring, I believe, in the second minute of the game from a corner. But Cape Cod Academy has been keeping some pressure on here, and
I think this is going to become a very interesting game.
Here comes a corner coming up now. This corner is brought to us by the Sea Grill. All the locals go for great fish and excellent seafood. The Sea Grill. Check them out on the internet at www.theseagrill.com.
Keep it close. Yeah, or inside. The wind's behind you, but.
Oh, it hit the post.
Ooh.
It hit the post, and it's over.
Second shot. Wow.
So I was just getting ready to say that the corner was a bad corner, and it came out, but Nantucket didn't clear it, and the girl got the shot from the outside. Wilson was going towards it. She didn't get there. It hit the post and come right back out, and the second girl shot it over the net. So Nantucket's got to get this out of that end and get the pressure.
Ow.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Sandwich is making me concerned with how they're starting to infiltrate where we don't want them down.
Yeah, Gino's saying that right in the face. Wilson took the ball right in the face there, and she's rubbing her face right now.
Yeah, she did.
She's a
take
gamer,
that.
though. She's staying right in there.
She's made a tough stock, as they would say.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, that was another.
McKay
Wow.
took that one.
Was that in her face too?
No, she took that off the chest. But these girls don't wear mouth guards. I noticed, Dick. I thought that was mandatory. That I would think in lacrosse.
If they're not wearing them, it's not mandatory. But you think they would wear them?
I would think, yeah. Well, when I would coach the travel soccer team when the kids were little, we made it mandatory that the kids at that age wore them. But I still think it's important all the way through. Right now, Daniels, Claire McKay trying to make something happen out there. Isabella Day, she's been relatively quiet this first half. She's trying to make something happen. Lydia Slade due to come in the games shortly. We haven't seen her for a bit. There was one girl that was on this team, Dick, that had a concussion. I'm trying to recall who that was. Do you remember?
I don't remember that, no.
Grace Bartlett, maybe? I think it might have been Grace Bartlett. What is the ruling on that? If they have...
Well, you have to get medically cleared to go back in. If it's determined during a game you have it, I mean, they're out of the game naturally.
Right.
Then you got to get...
But they're medically cleared to come back in.
They got to get medically cleared by...
That's what I would hope.
By the trainer or the doctor for the next game.
Sometimes they're difficult to diagnose right away, or perhaps, if you're not going to the hospital, but you're saying at the game it's mandatory if they take that kind of a hit, they're going...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the trainer runs tests right on him. You see if a kid comes out, he's going through the multiple tests on the sidelines, and he makes a decision then and there whether the kid is
Nice.
okay to go back in the game or is sat down for the rest of the game.
Francis Stedman with a solid drop past that midfield line. Nice hustle by number 12. Nantucket's starting to pick this game up a little bit. The pace is starting to pick up. You can feel the intensity coming around here. This is going to Cape Cod Academy. They're on a mission to score right now.
Nice throw.
Ooh. High kick.
Oh, an arm ball on Kate Daniels.
That was an arm ball? I thought
that was the wrong call too.
I thought it was a kick. Oh, Zeta.
Oh, right on the money.
Nice job.
Caroline, you can go right after the kick there. Straight ball.
And Nantucket dodges another one there, and as you say, Nantucket didn't get the right call there, right in front of us.
Here's the question of the day: Is Jorge going to transplant Zeta to back out on the playing field second half, or do you think he should strategize and keep her in because she's getting used to who's?
That seems to be the procedure. We'll watch and see if it does happen that way. It's been doing it that way all the games I've seen so far this year.
Me too, but I'm thinking maybe, Dick, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm thinking maybe they should stick with what they've got going, because she's recognizing the strengths and weaknesses of this sandwich team, who's able to infiltrate. You put somebody new in the second half, they're starting all over again.
We're able to sit here and do that second guessing. That's what makes it fun. So we can do.
It's got me nervous, Dick.
We can do all the second guessing we want.
It's got me nervous.
Somebody come out.
Nantucket almost was going to have an extra player on the field as they substituted in.
Ooh. Olivia Slade trying to get it up there. Love watching Olivia. She's just such a scrappy, all-around athlete. And a pleasure to talk to as a young lady, Dick. I had the chance to actually talk with her before the game. So you got it going on, Olivia, if you're listening to this.
And if you want to listen to this, you go to channel 99 on your dial. Games are on Monday night at 8 o'clock, Thursday night at 8 o'clock, and Saturday night at 6. Also, sometimes you can pick them up in the loop, and you can go to the internet too, Paula. We're on the internet. Go to genotv.com. When you go down to New Orleans and Clemson, you can go on the internet down there and show your friends.
Absolutely.
Show your friends.
Absolutely. I will. You know what? Maybe if I'm talking to Taj Boyd, he might want to watch the game.
Show
You never know. Show Taj.
The quality is unbelievable.
And Gino is modest about it, I can tell. The quality is unbelievable.
Because
They do a nice job. Speaking of happy field people, where's little Harry?
he is a football practice.
He'll show up.
He'll be plopping across the field shortly.
Harry will lump in and grab a soccer ball and slow the game down.
I know Harry's routine like the back of my hand. He's going to hit Gino up for $2 for pizza. And Gino's going to say no, 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 and then eventually he's going to wear him down, and Gino's going to say, all right, all right, all right.
Yep.
Right?
And then Gino will say, why are you there? Get me.
Exactly. And Uncle Dick and Aunt Paula.
That's right.
Then he's going to become ball boy for about 30 seconds, and that's going to turn into a pickup game of 10 over on the court.
Harry is ball boy long enough to secure a ball under his sweater and run over there to the basketball court. That's how long he's ball boy for.
Goes into the suitcase.
All right, here's a difficulty here for the Whalers now. Setting up the wall. The official's going to make sure it's back far enough, and he moves them back another 1.5 feet.
He's recognizing he wants
Right now Wilson has to pick up this ball coming out of the screen.
You got Francis Stedman as a sweeper in there. Oh, catch it. Nice.
He did.
Nice.
Whoa.
Ready for those, Blue?
Unbelievable. The ball bounced just where Cape Cod Academy wanted it, and again, Nantucket dodged another one there as they couldn't get on it, and Wilson grabbed it.
But you know, I have to say that was a little bit of luck there, because that dropped in just perfectly, Dick.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It was the perfect spot where if a coach is coaching that, he says, if you can put it right there, it's going to be to our benefit, and they put it right there, but
The sandwich girls
They couldn't
didn't
get-
react, or was that just me? They made
looked
no
at it.
move towards it. Yeah.
Well, the Cape Cod girls didn't react either.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. The Cape. Right, sandwich. Hello. My mind's
She's
in
got sandwich
Clemson
on her
already. I
mind.
know. Well, I've got my half sandwich in the car.
She's
I'm hungry.
got a sandwich to have at halftime, Gino, so she's thinking about it.
And my potato chips. But no, the Cape Cod Academy girls just, it was a flat affect. Nobody responded when, to me, that they could have had a goal. 16:22 on the clock. The Whalers are up 1-0. Ooh.
Nora, nice lead to Kate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, nice hustle.
right.
Go, Kate. Okay, the negative scenario with what we just saw right now is this, as you all know. But Kate, solid run up there. Nora dropping it up. But you know what, Dick? Where was the rest of the front line?
Yeah, well, Kate was the lead girl there. No one else came up, but Kate was the lead girl that was going to try to
She was
run
the
it
lead
down.
girl.
She couldn't get there to run it down.
But you
And
need your
here's another
wings on
one
either
where she's trying to
side.
run down, yeah.
You got to keep that balance and be ready for those kind of moments when you can cross it and get that goal. Nantucket, I think it's telling me that they're starting to play too much defense, Dick. And
Slade came way up out of position, but she made the play.
yeah, she's awesome. Oh, boy, it looked like that hurt Kate Tanis. Claire McKay, tall, willowy, does not look scrappy, but she is an animal out there. Nice play. Oh, ahead of Kate Daniels. So yeah, the Red Sox tonight, Dick. According to my mother, it's not looking good.
Not looking good. Well,
I hope she's wrong.
tonight's game is a tough one, but then they come back to Boston for 2.
Do they
They got the
definitely?
final 2 in Boston.
Well, they have to win tonight, correct?
No,
Oh.
they come back to Boston. There's a game 6 at least, so there's a game Saturday night at least.
Oh, that's right, because it's tied 2-2. Okay, I
And
feel
then-
better
And
then.
then after Saturday night, if the one team will be ahead 3-2 when you play Saturday night, and one team can win it Saturday night, or one team can tie it up 3-3, and then you have a game 7.
So wait, I'm going to be at the Clemson game when the Sox game is going.
You
at the same time.
yeah, that's it. You're gonna have to have your
Clemson
No,
t-shirt, Sox hat on.
I take that back. I think the Sox game is at 4 o'clock on Saturday, so you can get to see probably most of it before you go into the game.
In a bar,
I think it's a
like
yeah.
tailgating or something.
You can do a tailgate. Find a tailgate that has a TV in the back of their
They all do.
SUV.
They all do.
They all do.
I'm going to be wearing a Clemson shirt and a Sox baseball hat.
That'll get
Pretty
you,
obvious where
that'll
my
get you-
allegiance
that'll
is.
get you into about 99% of the parties.
Absolutely.
Blonde hair and a Red Sox cap and a Clemson shirt, so you'll be invited to every
Whoa.
party. Joe Packy, small firm, big difference, helping self-employed people on Nantucket with their taxes for over 15 years. Give Joe a call, 228-9090.
13:40 on the clock. Cape Cod Academy with the throw-in. No match for Frances Stedman. She met that beautifully, but they're making me nervous.
And I think they made the coaching staff over here nervous as Nantucket has called a timeout on the field.
He's recognizing they keep getting down there, Dick.
Yeah, I gotta find a way to push them back, get the ball out of their end. Remember, the Booster Club feeds each and every visiting team after the game. Booster Club meets every Tuesday night during the fall season. Room 20, Cyrus Pierce School, 7 o'clock, 1 hour meeting. Although last week we got out of there early because the Red Sox are on. And talk about the girls soccer, boys soccer, golf, field hockey, and football.
Some great things that you're doing up there at the Booster Club. We were talking about that last week, and yeah, more people need to come out and get involved. And you know, it was great Friday night at the girls' soccer game. You know, they had hamburgers, hot dogs. You know, the concession stand open.
Yeah, even if you don't want to come to the meetings,
Stop by and have something to eat.
Stop by and have something to eat, or volunteer an hour at
Yep.
the shack. They were always looking
I
for
should have
people to
volunteered. I
volunteer.
didn't think about that.
You can
idea.
you can volunteer before the game to help set up. You can volunteer during the game to help sell. You can volunteer to do 50-50 at the football games.
They don't
to
want me
sell the
cooking.
tickets.
That they definitely
And
don't
you
want.
can volunteer after the game to package up the food for the the team, the visiting team, sometimes you package it up, put it on the bus, sometimes you just get it ready and they come up and pick it up, and then you have to clean up and put all the pots and pans away.
You know, a friend of mine was commenting to me via email that his daughter came over a couple years ago. I think it was in the playoffs with the Nantucket Lady Whalers from Sherburne, Derbyshire.
Right.
And he said he was so impressed with the fact that the kids were fed after, you know, just that extra, recognizing the fact these kids have to travel. And he as a parent said he really appreciated that.
Neighbors Helping Neighbors is the cornerstone of success within the community we serve. Hingham Savings Bank. We have had the privilege of providing banking services to the Mass community for more than 179 years. Hingham Savings Bank, a proud sponsor of Wheeler Sports.
Here comes Aileen Fredericks. I had the pleasure of catching up with her. She's one of my favorite people on the island, young ladies.
She's now working in the schools now?
Yep, as a teaching assistant. She graduated same year Biz did, and she has been helping out, I believe, with the JV girls. So, you know, look for her to get involved as time rolls down here, which I said to her is what you love seeing on Nantucket when the kids come back.
It's so nice to see, you know, young people that come back, get involved with the education, you know, get, as you say, she's a teaching assistant, and then get involved with the coaching. It's great.
The negative is it makes you recognize you're getting older.
As you remember when Aileen was just a little munchkin
Absolutely.
running around.
Causing trouble with Biz.
At the Booster Club, did they mention anything about Wally the Whaler?
Wally the Whaler, it has been ordered. They hope it's here in about 3 weeks. They gotta teach people, they gotta teach some students how to wear the costume.
Okay.
And then Wally will be dispersed to the field.
Oh, almost. Oh, she better be careful.
2 big saves there. One of them
Huge.
point blank.
Look at Nora McClellan's hustle
Point
up to
blank,
that ball.
right on Wilson, and somehow she kept it out.
Wow. Oh, that girl went down hard.
Yeah.
Down hard. Is she okay?
Now you may have what you're talking about, Paul, a check on a concussion.
Wow.
Well, she's up right away. Sometimes when the head whacks the ground like that, then that's the first thing you think of is concussion.
Yeah, she went down hard on that, but what a flurry of activity in front of Zeta Wilson in the goal, and yet she kept her cool, and Nantucket did a nice job there. Shelley Colpitz with the kick. Oh.
Does Paula know about Wally the Whaler?
Yeah, remember?
Of course I do.
Okay, we had the
Show it
picture.
again if you want.
Of course we want to see Wally the Whale.
Coming soon, Wally the Whaler, Nantucket's new mascot,
Well,
and he'll be here.
he'll be here. That's
He'll be here.
I think we need him next Wednesday night. Is he going to be around by then?
We assume he'll be here maybe for homecoming weekend, but we don't know. They got to train a person first, so you just can't stick this costume on and walk out
I
there.
would
You gotta have
volunteer, but
training.
I've got a little bit too
I
much
would
going
love
on
to
right
do
now.
that.
Don't you have free time, Dick? You're retired.
I would. If
Gino,
they need,
he's volunteering
if
to
they
work.
need some, if they need, we'll get Gino in
I
there.
would do a great job with that thing. I would be a super clown in that. The fans
Too
would go nuts.
funny.
Well, there's AD Chris Mario there. Gino.
Dick Herman has the first shot. You will not see me in that.
I vote with that. I'm going with Dick as Wally.
Be on the safe side.
And here's what you're talking about, Paula.
Yeah.
Concussion testing over here. The girl hit the
Absolutely.
back of the head. The coach is asking for it. The coach is asking
she-
to go over and.
Well, I think good for that coach, because when she took that fall, I'm sure you saw it, she landed flat on the back of her head, and that looked pretty painful. Very painful. Hard hit.
Let's talk good. All right,
Well, you
good
know,
ball,
my son Peter, when he was in high school, he
Nice.
he took a bad fall and had a concussion, and they were asking him questions, and you know, you gotta watch what questions you ask. I think it was like, who's the 14th president? And I'm saying,
Yeah, no.
you know,
The 14th president.
I'm not sure who the 14th president is right now. Let's give him a couple of questions that are a
Yeah.
little bit easier, you know.
What's your mother's
Let's go with the
first
day of the
name?
week and who
Yeah.
your mom and dad is, you know.
Exactly. Exactly. Wow, was that playing football, Dick? He had that?
No, actually, it was an accident in the high school gym. He was trying to dunk a basketball, and he got up and he got his hand on the rim, and he thought he was going to hold on to the rim, but as he grabbed for the rim, he didn't have it, so he lost all his balance and came right down and smacked the back of the head onto The basketball court, yeah.
Lucky. Lucky's
He
okay.
got a helicopter ride, the whole
Speaking
bit.
of basketball, Dick, did you watch the preseason with Brooklyn?
I didn't watch the game, but I did see Paul Pierce throwing a couple of shots in the news. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard seeing Paul Pierce in a
Oh, I
uniform.
don't want to see that.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult.
I don't want to see that. That is painful. 8:53 on the clock. Lauren Wilson in the game. Nora McClellan, Kate Daniels, Isabella Day.
Keep going. Go Bones.
Cape Cod Academy is being encouraged to pass that midfield line and get that ball moving down, push on up the field. But right now, Nantucket's doing a pretty good job of playing even ball with them, Dick.
What you got to watch for now, and I'm going to sort of predict this, Paul. I know you're the predictor, Paul, but I'm going to sort of predict just what's happening right now is that Nantucket is going to get a breakaway because Cape Cod Academy Cape Cod Academy is bringing so many people up, that they're trying to overflow the offensive end. And what you just saw there with Nora, I think it's going to happen in this game, where they're going to have so many people up that Nantucket's going to get the ball, the right bounce, and have a one-on-one with the goalie.
Okay, we're going to hold you to that. I'm hoping that is correct. I think the team we have behind us here, is this the CPS team or high school field hockey?
I would say it's a CPS team.
When I heard clapping, I was like, am I hearing things?
They probably come over to lend support.
Kate Daniels trying to power up there. Surprised.
Wilson's having a great game.
Laura Wilson, she's a Tommy Point. I mean, the hit on the face, the goal, she's taking it all in.
Stay. Stay in there, half.
She might have gotten kicked in the
From the throw in.
Cape Cod Academy throw in.
Remember, we're going to do our 3 stars of the game at
Absolutely.
the end of the game.
Yeah, that was fun last night.
Tommy Point 3 stars, we'll call it.
Claire McKay trying to break that up. Lizzie Thayer has been solid in that position, Dick. You know, only a sophomore, she's really figuring out how to play the game
Claire
there.
McKay's having herself a great game,
Absolutely.
too. Oh, nice. There it is. What a
Stay high,
play.
Kate. Stay high.
But they're making a big difference in this game because there's been a lot of attempted breakaways, and they keep bringing Cape Cod Academy back on down, keeping them humble, Dick.
Now you're coming down. Once you get under the 5-minute mark here, as we come to about the 6.5 minute. Once you get under the 5-minute mark, you really want to focus on your defense and not let your 1-goal lead, which you've had the whole first half, disintegrate. So Nantucket would love to get another goal here, but then they got to make sure that they don't let Cape Cod come back and tie it up.
After watching these nail biters with the Red Sox, the tie thing doesn't make me feel comfortable at all. or the
Do
one
you
hit.
realize in the Red Sox-Detroit playoffs, the team with the least hits have won the last 3 games?
Yes.
The Red Sox won their 2 games with less hits than Detroit, and then Detroit come back last night and won it, and the Sox had more hits than Detroit last night.
My mom pointed that out to me.
Maya, serve it, shoot it.
Lizzie Thayer with the throw-in. She wants to get this off fast and furious. Nice job. Trying to get it up to Isabella Day. Maya Kodalak.
Might have put a lot of pressure on it, yeah.
My girls came over, they were cheering. And they were, right, and then they go, one of them goes, you can more. And I was like, do you really think this care is
Slowed down. It is a
Nice.
good lead. Well, let's see if Nantucket can run with that one. Come on, Kate.
Nice kick by Maya Kodalak. Just like you said, she slowed it down for a nanosecond.
Much better.
Beautiful kick. Saw that all the way through. Nice job by Maya Kodalak. Yeah, Laura Wilson, she is taking some hits out there.
But all of a sudden, after Cape Cod realized that Nantucket had that breakaway, they've brought more girls back, so that got them nervous too. They realized, I think, what they were doing.
Maya Silverio in the game. Frances Stedman. Frances Stedman is one of the sleepers on this team. She's a catalyst of a really strong defensive backing there, Dick. So we need to give credit where credit's due. Nice job. Oh, I'm hearing tidbits. I think Harry has to do his homework.
Harry has to do his homework before
Harry has to do his homework. Glad they're laying the clamp down on Harry.
He's not coming.
He's not coming.
Harry's
No little
staying
contende.
Harry is staying home to do his homework. He won't make the soccer game
Harry
today.
access has been denied. Oh
There
well.
it is, Dick.
Cape Cod Academy coach. 4:01 on the clock, although that could be perhaps less than 4:01 on the clock. Claire McKay.
Nice, JoJo. Pick the ball up, Randall.
Nice hustle by Lauren Wilson. She is just so efficient, Dick, in that midi position. I mean, she really exemplifies what it means to be able to play as a forward, as a sweeper in that midi, side to side. She's just got all the assets on the field. Nice job.
And I think I would love to just keep the ball down here now. It's coming down to under 4 minutes in the first half.
Isabella Day trying to find her rhythm. Keep it in, keep it
Looks like
in.
it's got some numbers here. They can get it in there, right?
But Claire McKay was just sandwiched in by those two girls, and this girl, number 11, makes me nervous. She was the one that was taking the shot earlier on the goal. Nice drop back. Nothing selfish about that soccer player.
You, Caroline.
Yeah.
Oh, nice lead ball there. Nice lead ball there. And Tucker looking for the bounce. It just didn't come up quite their way.
The hunt for Red October.
Good. Well played.
Really well played part by Cape Cod Academy. Nice infiltration.
How much time, sir?
You are the tiger. All right.
Okay, the official told us the clock is approximately right, so we can go by that. About 2:20 left in the first half.
You know, I haven't seen those refs back.
No. The controversial refs?
No, they
Were they banned from the island?
That's it, Charlotte. Charlotte, stay wide.
they probably were.
Perhaps.
After the video was passed around on YouTube a few times.
Yeah.
What are the odds? Isabella Day trying to make something
These guys
happen.
are brand new here.
Yeah, they're still looking for the hole in the net down there.
The hole in the net.
Have they been banned? Is that why we got the new?
Nice job by Kate Daniels, still pouring it on with less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Norma McClellan up there trying to make something happen. The hole in the net. That's, I beg to differ.
The famous hole in the net game.
Hole in the net game.
Outside kick. Charlotte's better.
That'll be
Nice hustle by Claire
I'm
McKay.
going to tell you how many hits that thing's had, Dick. After
Oh, have you put that on YouTube?
Yeah.
it's amazing how many people have seen that.
Are you
No,
serious?
I'm going to go look after this.
The hole in the net video?
The hole in the well, the game.
The game.
The game.
No
yeah,
kidding.
the whole game. He puts the
But
whole
I
game
put
on.
it in slow
Oh,
motion
I don't-
so you actually see that
you can
totally wrong.
Oh, I actually called on the air that
You can
there was
actually
no hole in the net.
You actually can see. You can actually see the hole.
right.
There is no hole.
There is no
that's
hole,
that's
yeah.
the joke. There is no hole.
What were they doing prior to leaving the airport?
Even Olivia's giggling here. She knows there's no hole.
Olivia knows there's no hole. We want a goal from Olivia Slade. I've been giving her rave reviews all game today. So Olivia
she'll
owes
get
me a
you
goal.
one.
She'll get me a goal. Solid all-around athlete. Right now, Kate Daniels with less than, probably seconds to go is still fired up. Isabella Day getting it up to Kate Daniels in that corner. Oh, she went down.
Oh, no
Nope.
call.
I think that was unintentional.
And no corner out of it either. The ball
Nope.
stayed in.
Oh, and Shelley Colpitz is down.
That's it. So we have
Yep.
played one half here, and the girls on Lauren Wilson's early goal cling to their 1-0 lead. We're going to take a short break and be back with second half action.
This is going to be great, Dick, the second half.
Oh yeah.